the first to know. Nsem-Pii TV.
Mighty minority born any abrepa say NDC amanyuko no aye won adwene say won sign eba be say Ghana eti say the mire bi a etwem won etimi eba be say Ghana won ka say wa widompe no wa wenam ni nyina na ka dompe na NPP amanyuko no so say won empene e masade no entimi ensibio na me no wo eka say de ye be kai a Honorable Intim Fodjo a ono etimi part of the minority at the Babetu Eja say planes mienu bi etimi ababe piemu ewo man Ghana mu ha na plane no a ebabe si ha no ade say plane no cocaine etimi ewom na sika a ono nso entimi emodin ade say sika no nyina ewom ma John Dramani Mahama kra etimi ekasa edefa ho na busuafo sa asem no baabi a ehya ase free no enya asem kotoa history na repeating itself na history bay yankwani yankotie
Masenia man is it on general history is repeating itself. History history is repeating itself. In the first term of President Mahama on January 17th 2013 and a Turkish security same way Al Jazeera breaki, CNN breaki, Ghana Web, Modern Ghana for almost breaki. We seem to have forgotten. Within the first month, and one more check a Turkish airline be or Turkey and Ghana how or more chain no say free Ghana edru ho could be so $80 million worth of gold. And a woman. I'm telling everybody history. $80 million worth of gold and a woman. No be a so a free Ghana who document were him. One more a Ghana authority a no. Nobody talked, but Pim can say. Let me take you for $80 million gold. No?
That's in 2013. Your link now the Sunday, a modern Ghana, 80 million worth of gold flown out. Officials tight-lipped. And Modern Ghana source say story from Daily Guide newspaper say stunning fact I imagine that Ghana may have dished out a 1.5 tons of gold worth almost $80 million to the People's Republic of Iran without proper documentation. On January 19th, MNA, which is Mer News Agency, a private Iranian news agency, reported that Turkey had released a cargo plane full of gold from Ghana, quote, carrying Ghana's commitment to Iran in gold. On January 2nd, 2013, Turkish authorities seized the stash of gold in a Turkish airline cargo plane bound for Dubai en route to Istanbul's Ataturk airport in Turkey. By way linkage to current issue,
and me send Ghana Web also a report to it. And you see the trend.
Yeah.
Just the first months. Ghana Web came on in April 2023, 2013. So please, when we are saying something, and people shouldn't be too quick to wish it away. People shouldn't be too quick to wish it away.
Yeah, but you've not established the linkage between.
So the linkage I am telling you is that there's a trend, and the trend is that in the first term, and I've given you the dates. This is the proof. Now, are we going to have another history repeating? Let me come back to I'll
Felix
come back
videos.
To now, let me come back to Felix.
Yes.
$80 million good. First month of President Mahama. You see, Obianka won't have a Reverend. And Remlu Kosi saying, not Omar referred to 2013. So, Naza Ghana Hano, plane, Mampenibi, and swear in Dia. Say plane be etuko ukobisa Obianka honhe and then sana a foolish case and the one kasa gold radio mkoye and then sana quite 2013 the AB one the video call as we just gold no he one put na ye dia Obianka honhe ya on the kwacho for one more goldness so one more money laundering so one more cocaine so but about flights so let me go to the flights
we are seeing show videos
one or say flight a picture will show ya maybe embed no picture will show ya and embed is see a friend saying tarmac so o twa patient bi anadem
dabi
yes o twa funu bi anadem so when twa funu bi ama and then when twa funu no and then when twa a patient na dem so to me enya video of the other cargo be di ha 13 days no say o no see say sa a gallons of he wants us to believe those things. They don't carry it on any air cargo. Call anybody in advance until he should come back again. Combustible oil like that, please, he should come back again. And if he wants us to believe, say, no, what cargo anymore, and then when try video of what was in the ambulance and so on.
Air ambulance, no, your initial press statement, no, okay, say, no. At the day in the bag, Ghana.
Oh no, you can't answer me. You don't know. There's suspicion because the intel we have picked.
Yes.
There's suspicion that Ombesi Hano, Eko Fanyo Madeba, at the Bisu, the Remniade. Now, quite sure for so is saying, say, ambulance, Nidia, Ubia, Bibia, and Gumama, and tonight Yarifubia and Tombe Yeden, Ewa. Also, no more Kobebi. And
which is a routine thing.
No, haven't concluded.
Okay.
May repeat you say. Omo free Gran Canaria and Echo baby, Wanka baby crow.
Yes.
And omo kono mo so to fuel. Omo ntumi anya baby and see Morocco. And to me and see Ivory Coast. And ya baby and see Libya. And ya baby and see Burkina Faso. And ya baby and see Nigeria. Omo say Ghana. And omo be far fuel. Omo fa fuel ni wi yen. Omo to aso nko baby omo kom say omo feel wi ya asai. Tire pie, engine no start leaky.
Yeah, that's the
fine. Engine no almost more play for front a bit CC. The question we are asking Felix is that engine no a funeral na a ambulance anymore. Much rebellion on the court within that 5 days. Yare phone no them. Engine no Ghana hakrano. Ambulance bet to me at 12 free ya whole clinic. Aqua empty yare phone him. Funu bi anim no akogina kolebu no akogina ha so wakwasesi ho otu iko ho na onko wakwasesi ho
bia na air corner na ekofa yare fo ba enuru ho
yo
ene say ye si wo
ena eno mu wiye no omu siesie wiye no ba bia nka ekwakofa yare fo no wanko ena osan sign na chi eko Gran Canaria. Some story we he should go and tell it to his children if they will believe him.
As a member of parliament, you cannot ground your claims with conspiracy theories.
It's not conspiracy.
That is not what you should be doing.
It's not conspiracy.
That's so far the conspiracy theories.
No, very well. If the media is not interested in it, we will do our part. But it is they should be allowed to cover things. Posterity will judge all of us. What is going to?
Why you don't believe? Because for example, Sh0cks say, then at that day a flight need to. Can you do more?
It is not. That's pure conspiracy. It is not conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory. When the national security got their intel.
Yes.
I don't know. Man can say conspiracy. Now, I pay my warehouse. There is conspiracy theory. Did they say it was conspiracy theory? Why did they act on it? Look, you may have about 10 intels. You may act on them. Not all may probably prove say. The suspicion was correct, but you are likely to get about 4 or 5. So don't be ignoring intel. It was the same. If people are saying, "Well, prove," at the time of woman, sapima, aqua, j, woman,
yes,
friends saying, woman cooking, woman good, woman, obi the picture be brown, say good in na a friends is second and you moko bu any answer. So what are they talking about? When they went to Takrade and Cape Coast to bust the unprecedented $500 million cocaine, obi try cocaine, and I will be a sample. So me will proof. So internal me man who proof me my first sample of cocaine, and I made the abrem. Test cocaine answer. Now, yeah, Mamu Intel, I must say there be rubbish in team for your Intel. Please, this matter, the security experts, they take it seriously. When you talk to the politicians, they will give you their political response. But you see, the security people, they are experts. Until I made them be, I say, we feel this, my back, heads of security agencies, they say, above from board, and Satan, because they are an institution, they are professionals, and their loyalty is to the state. Identity and a way better way. So 5 days new.
Yes.
Obi 5 days new. So be ni mo a woman air cover so. Aden na woman makwan Ghana Civil Aviation, Ghana Airport Company in collaboration with NACOC and NIB. And for small statement bimpo Massa, oh, we are investigating the matter, but on these issues, no preliminary information available to us and the checks we have done initially, no.
For flights to land, you know, say the Ghana Airport Company Limited and manages our system,
Ghana Civil Aviation Authority.
Civil Aviation Authority. And the airport nankasa managers no Ghana Airport Company.
Sir.
Good. Enti yemfa ne say wo ba na say yentimi ma won lande wo airport ho a. Say no airport company adwuma, right?
Sir.
Say untimi lande wo airport ha.
Yes.
Good. And as a flight bi betimi lande a e was say airport company ne man ne kwan ansa na wetimi lande.
Sir.
In all of this, no airport company issue statement. Have they spoken?
Debbie.
Omon Kasai.
Debbie.
You don't know that for a fact.
No, they haven't.
Okay. Enti and I think in this conversation and so maybe we need to hear from the Ghana Airport.
So that is what I'm saying, sir. You see, firstly, the attempt by Jubilee House to gag these whole issues, no, I fishy. I bet to Ghana president now, because
he's concerned
good
about the image of the country.
And what did the president say? What directive did he give?
Honestly, security agencies or
into Omar start investigation, you know.
That one we don't know.
Yes. And to know what is the locus of Felix in this matter? Is he a national security coordinator? Is he a commissioner for NACOC? Is he the director general of NIB? Is he the MD for your friend saying civil aviation or MD for Ghana Airport Company? What locus does he have? Why could you try some fake videos be a day by better to and maybe answer? So I was say what I see as a video now who try a cargo plane no a move video there and then when try med no so near who a fruna na them near who yare for na know them. So please, it should come clean now. Oh, start here didn't throw any politics never started. You should have even just said, oh, well, the president has directed, and these are concerns the president says he takes seriously. The security agencies are at it, and in due time they will give their detailed updates. But in the meantime, initial reports we've got indicates that there was no such illicit cargo. Now they are paying more, and no, obia no kura on kata so on kokuntokwa. Now the baby, when me find politics or say if we are not worried, say in less than 3 months, there's $500 million worth of cocaine flying around our country. And we are not worried, say in less than 3 months, gold and dollars they are flying around, running into billions to the scale that national security womankasa echo PSwa. Every year. 2 months now, Bianca Hohe say, one a wetchery, one allergy. Ghana, allergy for baby bear. Why? Maybe says one allergy. If won't me fed in point to jar, my who said, Nipa Bakum, you know me and so far. And you suspect you 2 months. You can't detain somebody for more than 48 hours. But we are in 2 months now. And you know, prima facie case by charge Ben Adia Boom, court Ben Adio Maka Kujano. Ye bisa Nsem we must me misa because a national security matter. And Tiantana Kruma, now they see 2023, 2013. Gold $80 million worth of at that time. What the Ben now is over $1 billion gold. At that time, what the bed now is over $1 billion good.
If the committee is set up, na committee ne ton safrel, say we honorable member of parliament, ranking member on a committee, a critical committee, say defense and interior. You person will boy inside the president can you know.
Oh,
your allegation was say more intel no a lead to suspicion say illicit new maybe there was 2 flights name. You tell them that, and then what? Because almost information in we are. What can they do about it? Because that will not be
Martin.
The information they lead it to be.
Martin. Oh no, why not? No, but have I demonstrated in any way? Say, me already say me no be besia. And I mean I can't control letter.
No, are you saying
so that must demonstrate to you?
Out, no? Who was some further information?
That will see media is it's just a tip of the iceberg because there are security matters. So what you say, and that was why I wrote. If you would read even my letter, you find in this. I may say this will be an opportunity to collaborate for them to provide their updates on the investigation so far, and for us also to be able to volunteer further information to assist in the conclusion of all the three matters we have raised. Na we no makwa blocko. Movie ama be gina adwa so say you invite no ama. Invitation letter. No, but just before Bebemuno.
Yes.
One more, ya invite one to NIB ni haven't you seen the letters?
We have.
Yes, Midiwo. So what are they talking about? And ask them, say, Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, CEO now almost sack immediately after my press conference. What was the basis for his termination?
My colleague MP, Honorable Felix Kwachio Fosu Enin Komoye, Government Communications Minister. Honorable Ekosi saying so near Kwaba, and I to saying. Good. Inti, colleague MP, Reverend Intim Fojo Ewo Studio ha. Coincidental no munyi free Central Region. He makes the point say Enra in your video 7-minute video conveniently you shied away from speaking about the issue of cocaine, the issue of money laundering. Honorable third one be cocaine, money laundering are they?
Any flights, any pirates.
Any pirates, and you only focused on the two aircraft or say BBC ewo Ghana. What was in the aircraft one can wasem?
Okay, and then I also saw a matter. No, how can you possibly tolerate this level of triviality and frivolity?
Are they?
Obi, on no other now there was cocaine and money on the plane. On first shred of evidence in mind. Which in the video now, I told you specifically what was in the aircraft. Oil drilling equipment. Any oil for drilling equipment. I watch Jerry Kansimu. I put out videos of the aircraft. I put out videos of officials inspecting the equipment and what aircraft. And yet you are asking me, say, I didn't speak about it. When you heard me in a 7-minute video, you see, one of the reasons are sometimes I criticize you media men. More amount for wasting your time when you know what to do to stop that time wasting. The video is there. You listen to me for 7 minutes. I gave you details of each aircraft and what they were doing here. Instead of what I have good relations with him. I am a neighbor of me constituency. But on this issue, he knows to say and that he is wasting our time. He doesn't have a shred of evidence. I'm daring him in your studio. Or evidence, let him put it before you right now, before you go on. I'm sure what has happened here, Obi. What happened? They say Obi friend this airport catches the place they see and then he put it out. He didn't have anything. Onishe, I'm telling you point blank to his face. Say Onishe. He can't show anything. There are two aircrafts. Bako a Kabok. Flight 12 BK. A flighter, a cargo plane. Almost Luanda, Angola. Singapore, EU, and European country. They are required before they enter the EU to have specific certification. Star screening. Luanda doesn't have the facilities in Angola. It's an airport, Swiss cargo port facility. In fact, since 2017,
I'm the camera deal.
Yes. Was that the one who broke that news? And one that time when the events in the ANC, but they carried media with them on the back of Intel in anticipation of gold and money laundering. And when they come ready watch media at the coy, cover be live. It's only about 2 TV social media so. And no. So main thing for you and me, would you say it's not I'm not being circumspect and are inappropriate? They themselves have, and I applaud them for it because they are transparent. In that transparency, it goes to signal say, Ekromuha, say would be a kurabe bia, we will find you. It's impressive. I applauded them, and I'm saying say, Senka a plane now a free Gran Canaria airban ambulance airban. If I were fast enough. And I mean, Intel said on bed 19th March, a 2 air now there's some suspicious AB womb, and then medruye. And then no, man, fast, Uncle National Security be the nearest security agency, Uncle, and the down for details, no armor womb. Say, young bar let El Kotoka, not yen because Intel be saying matter say no cry, mummy monitor near her. And I know me bet na radio we so ekosi senso and I me dey bo mu ma the who was me person me popular me person obi atemenka person obi ade say me kasa and plane bi ba o edru Morocco by 10 minutes time e bedru Nigeria bahadru Burkina mon tracking ekra we that one will be reckless so what you say but we no esiewie e mo mo ba etu e de ko so what you say
and na ansa na wunya intel
and na mimi nya say ebesi ye no movement bi ekoko so but movement no
yes
it is suspected say it was an illicit cargo whether it is true or not whether it is even true or not because it to me crack cocaine no market test almost there be where powder and but until the test will be done why were they tested because they suspected it was cocaine that is why they tested it and this one more test we na almost a powder. And no, will you tell BNI say much control? But
there are two things. Number one, Enra in Felix video no show videos of of plane now. Utimu say repairs be koso ne be change oil ne. Umu have videos no.
Mami respond.
Yes.
But before I even come on the specific responses to deflate all the flimsy cock and bull story, I said we all catch kindergarten crowd on you know. My man history